here in Lodi, California, and we are going to do sort of a little bit of a validation, nice positive investigation for a change of pace. And we just want to get a little bit of answers and validation that our clients are surrounded by positivity, by love, what's going on in their home. I've already seen really nice little lady, John felt her, and we both saw a gal with some white hair, and we did have that validated that that is somebody related to the family. So we're going to explore that a little bit more. But before we do all of that, our client has been gracious enough to prepare us a lovely meal. Which we do work for food, by the way.
We like snacks.
We do like snacks. So we're going to have a little just positive, time here, get a little bit of answers, and have some good grub as well. And we just look forward to really helping them out and seeing what we find here and break out all the gadgets. And just
new portal, yay!
Yeah, we can work with the portal and see if we can't find how many loved ones truly are around them, because I feel several.
Well, they were invited.
They're invited, and they're positive, and they're lining up, and they're like, okay, is it time to talk? Is it time to talk?
The after dinner people.
I know, like, we have to have a meal first,
They're so cute.
Breaking of the proverbial bread is sort of, moment, and then we can go ahead and have a chat and get them some validation. So.
Knee pain?
I had a sharp pain right there. I don't know why I had a sharp pain right there. They just keep talking about somebody's brother. That's all I keep hearing, and it's going to drive me nuts until I figure out why. And just feeling all the different vibrations. And so when we first started, and when we first got here, I kept feeling this little lady looking around the corner at us, and John felt somebody kind of pat on him in the bathroom, and it turns out that's who we were both feeling.
Wow.
So that was kind of an interesting moment.
She made me cry in less than 5 minutes.
Good, new record.
It's actually not. I think your record is 3 minutes.
Maybe so.
Gosh.
But she just kept looking at me and like, I'm just kind of, let's see what's going on. So
super cute.
Yeah, she seemed very, very nice. But like, there's another lady that and maybe it's because that's the problem with so many energies in a space that are familial. They all kind of stack onto each other, and it gets very blended for me. But there's this little lady, and like she's talking about like all sorts of collectibles, all sorts of like I collect. Like just somebody is really into like just tons of bric-a-brac, and so I'm just seeing
Bric-a-brac?
all these like knickknacks and bric-a-brac in their space. But she's sort of off in the background. It's not as like she's not very loud, to be perfectly honest.
Soft-spoken.
Yeah, kind of soft-spoken. Then there's another kind of gal that, to me, that I see an energy of like, they did all the pies at the holidays. they were more of the baker in the family. So.
Excuse me.
Holiday pie.
All about, like I do all the pies. They're possessive about their pies. So. Probably should explain to you how I work and how I mean, we've watched, the videos and stuff, but I get a lot of random information. I do not control my gift. I'm a divine conduit. I simply receive information, and I just express what and the problem with the apartment complex is I'm going to feel energy from all around. So I'm trying to keep it contained to what's in this space.
Keep it bubbled.
But it's hard. It's very difficult when you share walls. My information comes in sort of hodgepodge. It's sort of like we end up playing connect the dots. I don't get really any information before I come to a place, but if I do hit on things, you could go ahead and validate if anything makes any sense and has any resonance for you, if you recognize any information. But I'm feeling like a lot of peripheral information is just it's sort of coming at me from a lot of different angles, so I am having a little bit of difficulty zoning in on anything, but I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. It just really feels like there's sort of a collection of people. There is this gentleman that keeps coming forward, and I don't know where we are, but he keeps showing me some kind of camping and fishing sort of expedition sort of thing, and he's really into the fishing, and he seems like a really neat guy. But he's just kind of, sort of, doesn't give me anything really useful to work with yet. But he is sort of stepping forward as a possibility that might be connected to you somewhere in the bigger pool. So, is that someone that you understand? So we're getting a validation and confirmation for this human. I'd like him to sort of give me a little bit better, but he's just really good in the outdoors. Would that be true? Okay, so we're getting a yes on that.
That's great.
And a train.
Yay, trains.
So
You get them every 10 minutes, huh?
I just get all sorts of things coming. I get stuff everywhere. Just stuff from different periods in your life, different family and other experiences, friends. Things will just pop through, and it does become rather connect the dots like. But feel free to just give us a holler if things resonate for sure.
Two things that you've already said. I have a feeling I know exactly who it is.
Okay.
And you're talking about the woman and the pies at the holidays and all that.
Okay. So we
When
know.
you're doing what you do, can you see them or you
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I mean, it depends. Sometimes I get a full vision of them, or I see them standing near you, or sometimes I just get like a little light discoloration near you, and then they just sort of send me those little hodgepodge tidbits, and I'm like, okay, let me try it, because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm seeing all these little images like a movie, like flashcards, but to me, I have no idea the relevance of it. So I just express it to you, and we sort of
Because
put it together
they'll
like
show
a
you.
quilt.
They'll show you just different stuff that there's their favorite or what they did in life or
Something that, kind of is
random stuff like
random
that.
stuff that's sort of validating for who they were, just something like that will immediately connect to you. Okay, that's that person's energy. It'll make sense to you. And then if it does make sense to you, then I can sort of try to hone in on them just a little bit deeper and see if they'll come forward a little more. I don't control the dead. God knows I don't. All I do is try to give them that voice, and these all seem like transition spirits. They've all gone on to and through the light and all that kind of stuff, but they love you, they care about you, their soul still recognizes you guys, so they still want to say, hey, we're gonna flap our little wings and come on down and say hello and see what's going on and check in on your house and have a little visit. And it seems to me like they are. The woman, to me, she seems very possessive over her recipes. Like she's she almost wants to take them to her grave type of recipe woman. Like, this is mine. I created this. I don't care what you think. I'm good at it, and I hope she wrote them down. God, did she not write them down for anybody? So no, she didn't. We're getting a no on that.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Validation, but darn it.
Can you give it to me now? Over my dead body.
That would
Really?
be my daughter's grandmother. And that would be,
Is that piece with you?
she loved to bake.
Ah.
Her favorite thing was apple pies.
I can
She
smell them.
made the crust,
Yeah.
she cut
Yeah.
the apples, she did it all. She loved to bake.
Yeah, I can smell them. I can taste them. But she's like, I had a secret. I ain't gonna tell nobody what it was. I bet I could get it out of you.
Come on, give us a secret.
Wouldn't have any validation. She'd check it with her.
There's one spice that she put in there that nobody would expect, and nobody
In
would
the apple
ever-
pies?
There's something in there that she would put in there that was completely left field, that you wouldn't think would work in a pie, but oh my God, it's the one thing that everyone was addicted to. She ain't gonna give it to me either.
Stop secret.
Well, I'll keep working on her. I want the secret.
We want that apple pie ingredient.
I just want to know. I know it's like, because I know there's like cinnamon in them and all this other kind of stuff and like normal things. This is a totally random. Is that ginger? Are you putting ginger in your pies?
A little bit.
Why is there ginger in your pie? There might be ginger in her pie. I don't know how, but it's like a
Tiny bit of
there's
it.
a tang that I'm feeling. There's something weird in her pie. Now I want to know.
Or some citrus.
Weird, like, what, doesn't have like a kick to it?
There's like a little taste, like
Cinnamon or something.
Well, cinnamon's normal in an apple pie. This is an irregular item that's it's a back note that everybody just liked, and I don't know. But she won't tell me what it is.
She never told us what she put in.
You ain't gonna get it out of her.
I know.
There's several different
God, they
things.
frustrate me. They really frustrate me.
You can't eat pie now, can you?
And you people won't get to enjoy that either.
Smarty pants.
No, she seems like she's very spunky, but like my ear popped a little. I'm getting a lot of discomfort though. I'm getting a lot of discomfort, like almost. It was not. Her death was not expected. This was not supposed to. This was no. This was not. This came out of left field. This was not supposed to happen. Is that correct?
Really?
Wow. This is she just like, I'm good.
She was only 63 when she died.
Oh man.
That's definitely before one would expect. Yeah, no, this is like, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm not okay. Is that relevant to how it just kind of, one day she's like saying she's okay, and then now she's gone.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awful.
She was in a hospital. She was in a nursing home.
Yeah, but
The
you
nurse
like,
did tell us that when she found her the next morning, that she died smiling.
Oh, well, that's good.
Good.
She was very peaceful.
But just, it didn't seem like, in her mind, she was just trying to tell everybody, oh, I'm doing fine. Everything's okay. We're not having, like, she tried to sugarcoat it for you. Much like the pie.
Yeah.
But that she didn't, she just wouldn't admit that it was serious. She's telling you it's not serious. Is that accurate?
Every time I talk to her, her exact words to me, word for word, and so I can still hear her voice. She would tell me exactly, baby girl, I'm fine. I got everything I need right here.
Yeah.
That's what.
Just trying to code it. We're doing good. There is nothing wrong.
On the pies, somebody won't leave me alone about black pepper.
Huh.
That's funny because I thought about that
It's like
too.
spicy.
I
It's
just
a
want
spicy-
I
it's a
just want to
strange
throw that out there in
spice.
case we get validation on the spirit box.
Yeah.
Too many times I think about something, they won't leave me alone about it, so I don't say anything, then we get it on the spirit box.
Something
I'm
spicy.
hearing black pepper, they won't leave me alone about it.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
You wouldn't think you would put it in a damn pie,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it's spicy, but it's a back note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a front note.
that's an
I wouldn't know how
interesting.
much. Only she knows
That's
how
the only thing I
much.
thought too. That's the only thing I could think that's spicy other than.
I'd like to try to get that validation on spirit
Oh,
box. About the 8th time that I saw the pepper jar,
That's
I'm like,
fine. Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it
I was like,
seemed-
okay, I gotta say something.
It's something that made me tickle in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And there's only two things that really do that to me. It's ginger and pepper.
Mhm.
So
I think she put black pepper in her pies.
honestly, she may have. We'll have to talk to her about
That would be a very alternate
That's
spice choice.
That would mean that's not something you'd normally get
No,
out of the cupboard for pies.
But it might go
left
well.
Field,
Yeah.
Totally left field type of item.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
She
to
ever
try
arms
that.
folded now.
She just
She's
kinda,
like,
Oh, you found me out.
you don't know the whole recipe, and I'm not going to tell you
Yeah, right, you
everything.
don't know everything.
You're gonna
else,
have to
right.
guess.
She's a funny lady.
That's funny.
No, she's actually really like, she's really amusing, like comic relief amusing, like really funny personality. Like she just having a good time and just really just loved life. Loved to have a good time, and so that resonates with you? Okay. So we're getting a lot of good old
Yeah,
resonation
well,
there.
we asked them to come.
Are you getting orbs, John?
I am, but I'm not filming.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I put the editing meter
went
where I
that way.
did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kath, I might do something up, yeah.
Okay, I will film. See what happens.
So the outdoorsy guy, he's almost like he learned it all, even in Boy Scouts or maybe even the military. Like he learned his outdoorsiness somewhere pretty really it's a valid way to learn all these skills. But he wanted to kind of teach everybody else this how to start a fire, how to catch a fish, how to gut a fish. It's like, is this resonating for you?
My mom's father, he would just randomly just take off for days at a time, and we could always find him down at the river fishing. He would spend days and days fishing.
Oh, yep.
He seems
He likes to
You
fish.
show him, he's like, look, and you just do this, you do this. I don't care. But he seems just very adept at this. I feel like he would have been, he learned it either from a relative or a camp, but he almost looks like a Boy Scout, like he did Boy Scouts or something. I don't know, but it seems like he was involved in some kind of something when he was a kid, or maybe it was just family just took him out and they all just went out and learned how to do it together. But it seems like they all, like he got taught and just kind of perpetuated through his life.
Survival skills.
Yeah, like he knows how to handle himself in the outdoors. So really, really smart at what he does.
Was he in the military?
Yeah, it seems, yeah,
He's a truck driver.
he's just showing me just how good he is with like the knife and everything and like and doing this and that and like okay. Good talent, good skills. But there is there's a guy. So I feel like, where am I? Like almost Korean War type of era. I feel like I'm in the Korean War, but I don't know. Or it looks sort of like that. And he seems maybe that's why I get a lot of hip pain with him, a lot of hip pain. And
My dad was in a Korean War.
Oh.
how are his hips?
He was a painter, so.
Oh, his hips were
I
hurting.
just feel a little achy. I just feel a little arthritic-ish.
Is that him, the
Yeah,
picture of him over here
Do we have a picture of him?
in the uniform?
Not hang up on
No.
my phone. I do.
It's
Oh, is there-
over here.
I
I
there's
saw
a
it
guy.
somewhere, yeah.
I do see a picture of it. I need my glasses. I'm blind. So this is what happens, you people out there in YouTube land and elsewhere. When you get close to 40, you can't see anything anymore. I can't see anything.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me check my bifocals.
Stop it. Stop it, you.
No, he seems like a little heaviness in the chest. I feel like I can't breathe too good. I'm having a little pressure here, but he's fine now. But like I feel a little pressure here, just a little asthmatic type of energy. So I don't know if that's like anything you notice, or maybe he just wasn't the type to discuss his issues.
He had an issue when he passed.
Oh.
Breathing. He couldn't catch his breath.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because maybe he just showed me like that very last little moment type of thing. Because he seems okay now. He seems happy and
He had
fine.
quit smoking like for a year before all this happened. My brother said that they all went golfing and he was fine, and then the next day he just had like a asthma attack, and then that was it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
almost
man.
like it.
Couldn't catch his
Like
breath.
Yeah.
I feel like some fluid happening. I feel some like it's very heavy. It's quite heavy, sort of a pressure. Like it was sort of out of the blue. But I don't feel like they got all the answers.
You're gonna be catching some flashes from me when I keep seeing movement over here.
Okay.
Well, that's the other
The lady,
the
yeah.
other lady.
Yeah.
She's just waiting to be invited. You can come on in.
Come on in.
Come
Joe.
on, yeah, just stay
Yeah.
there.
She's moving around in the bathroom. I keep seeing her.
I know.
Yeah.
He,
I haven't got her on film yet, but
I think he probably doesn't feel like, I don't know, like, there's sort of an encouragement thing, like he thinks he could have encouraged people even more, or something about encouragement. Like, I don't know if he either didn't encourage enough, or maybe he just feels like he wanted to encourage more, but there's something about the level of encouragement, because he thinks that you are just very special. Very, very special. And maybe he just didn't say it enough. But there is a level of, I really think you're very special, and I'm sorry. So I don't know if that relates or if that's relevant in your mind. If that's
He always told me to be a leader, not a follower.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and but he thinks that you're doing
that's
well.
come from the military. It's just brainwashed and
Yeah.
into your head.
And like it didn't seem like he was extremely overly vocal about things. He said what he needed to say type of stuff. Kept it simple, but he's proud of you, and he's excited for the fact that you are taking on some of those things that he taught you. But he kind of feels like maybe he could have just been maybe a little more emotional, but you live and learn. Did he was he sort of regimented? Or,
He was strict.
yeah, because he's telling me
Military.
I'm very regimented and I wasn't very affectionate, but I really loved my family. despite whether or not he actually like gushed about it a lot. He wasn't really like a gusher about it, but he really.
It's what the military mindset does.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, it's not, although I met plenty of military, men that are just hug you, kiss you, squish you. It really doesn't have to be that way. But he just, and maybe that's just kind of how his dad was with him. Mm-hmm. So I think it's more of just a generational thing. So.
Sounds kind of familiar.
You learn as you go, right? You learn as you go, and so I think maybe he's almost giving you permission at this time. You can be more emotional. You can share more of you because it will benefit you. It will help you grow. Because I didn't understand then that it's okay to like have the feelings and be expressive about the feelings. Like it's fine for you if you actually want to open that part of you up, because there's actually a lot of love and tenderness inside of you, but you're just kind of, you're contained. You keep contained with some of your emotion. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gives me a hard time about all
I told you earlier, I'm the mouth. He
Well-
never says anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the saying things. It's like you almost protect yourself. It's like a guardedness, a fear of letting too much out, because what consequences will happen? Like, will you be judged? Will you be hurt? Will you be, there's a level of self-containment due to that undercurrent of fear. So your dad is kind of popping in sort of to give you permission to express.
Express thyself.
You have been given permission from the divine and the other side to express your heart. You are free to express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it will help a lot of aspects in your life. It'll make you feel just a little more relaxed, and you'll get to be like, all right, I can be me. I can feel things. This is fine. Even though generationally it wasn't something you had permission to do. So hopefully that makes
that's a good
some
thing.
darn sense to you. And does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should do a little bit of meter readings and everything.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to do sort of a cold opening, see who I felt, what I felt. There's other energies here besides that, but we could just get the meters and try to get some validation for some of the things that I've been feeling, and then we'll talk to some of them too. Because it seems like you guys have a lot of protection around you and a lot of love around you guys. There's a lot of people looking out for you, and a nice little cheering section of
It's pretty cool.
of loved ones that are like, oh good, we get to talk, oh good, we get to do this, oh and they're just here all the time making sure you guys are happy and healthy and living a good and solid life. Because so you made a change. You made a change because for some reason you're taking something more seriously now. You're taking something. They said he's taking it seriously now. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. You don't have to say necessarily, but you've done something because you're taking something seriously. So you've made some alteration somewhere in your daily routine because you've been made more cognizant. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but
Yeah, it does.
okay. Good job. Whatever it is, good job. They said that they're proud of you for it too, so we'll all be proud of you for whatever it is.
Yeah, I quit smoking
Positive changes make a
just out of the
difference.
blue. I just quit cold turkey.
That's the only way to really quit anything. Really.
You probably got a little bit of angelic love and support to.
It's hard to do that. Well, for some people, it's
And
hard
he
to quit.
gets up
cold
every
turkey.
morning about 5:30, 6 o'clock and goes to the gym.
Really?
Excellent.
And that's some dedication that I don't have.
I used to do that. I pushed weights around for 3 months, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, you've got a lot. You've got a lot to be proud of. No wonder Dad's so proud of you.